So as an entertainer right now and as a producer, right? Do you vet like artists in general before you produce them or bring them on?
Of course, yeah. You gotta be careful who you tie your brand to. You know what I mean? Because by association, you could be caught up in some BS. That's you know what I'm saying? So I do the homework. I got a dope team around me that'll go, that really know what's happening on the ground level. You know what I mean? So they'll let me know. I always go check on report cards and stuff. Because they'll give me the real. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to waste my time.
Of course.
I got 99.9 problems. This is where we sit down and talk about 99.9 problems. And we ain't scared to talk about them. We got 99.9. Yeah, 99.9. Yeah, 99.9. Yeah, 99.9.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back again to another episode of the 99.9 Problems Podcast. As you guys already know, always airing over the digital airways of YouTube. If you haven't already done so, guys, come on, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you've been subscribing and watching us, thank you so much for keeping up with us. For, of course, we grow this community because you guys exist. I'm a man who needs no introduction. For you guys to already know me, I'm your boy, Bogus Alcina, the host of this amazing show right here. I'm today with an amazing guest on a short notice, right? He's a producer, entrepreneur. He's the founder of Perfect Noise Entertainment. He's an amazing dude. He's a king himself. He's a go-getter. Damn, I can say he's a stone, man, because he's been through thick and thin. He's been through hell itself. He's a co-owner of the FUKU Energy Drink, as you can see right here, lined up. He's actually done over 2,500 music placements, and he's actually collaborated with other music top writers, right? Music artists. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Yimi Got the Noise to the show.
Yeah.
What's
Thanks
up,
for having
brother?
me, bro.
Thanks
Blessings to you.
Thanks so much for coming on.
House.
Thanks so much for coming on, man. The show is I'm so pleased to have you on today on such short notice, and I really appreciate you coming on, man. Tell us, right? Let's get right into it. What's been your story, right? What actually got you into like FUKU, into music, whichever one came first, right? Okay. What's your story?
Yeah, so the story is music was first. Music has always been my first love, my first passion. Yeah. The way the universe spoke to me as a little kid, music was always in my household growing up, whether it was the Sundays, mornings, where my mama banging like Mississippi Mass Choir, all the gospel legends, or it was on the Friday night before the Sunday where my whole family gets together, my mother, her sisters, and me and my cousins get together, and it's just a big party, and I get to perform in front of my family and rap whatever, some crisscross or something. You know what I mean? I was even rapping MC Hammer. But yeah, so music's just always been part of the journey. For me, I understand music as the soundtrack to humanity, to life.
That's right.
You know, music will tie you to a memory. You could time travel through your memories with music and stuff. Yeah. So it's always been there. Now, my music career started later in life, about 14, 15, in that area. I started going to Studio 4, the High School for Recording Arts. And it was at its infancy, and I was part of the first wave there, the defining class, you could say, because it was my class that started it off, was the class that what we see now, how historic the school is now, was built on. And I'm just appreciative of that. One of my art teachers actually enrolled me into Studio 4 from another school. He took me out of one school and brought me to meet David T.C. Ellis, and the universe has been great ever since then, So it started with just learning, just being in the studio with people that was popping in the city at the time, watching some of the city greats win at the time, the producers, the artists, Next, before they even went big, sitting in the studio watching them work on their stuff, And from what I learned from Studio 4, then just took me on a path of just opportunities, like me being 15, 16, being able to music produce and write my own raps and stuff, you know what I mean? Like it was just nowadays everybody does music, but back then it was rare to see a kid that self-equipped and that independent when it comes to music production, audio engineering and stuff. And shout out to my teammates at the time was AC the Chemist. We know him as Humble Child, but AC the Chemist, me and him really started our paths together. He was like my producer at that time when I was a producer, but I was more the front face for our little team. You know, I was Young Minish at the time, and I was the front man. I was the one that the light was always on, and he was my best friend in high school, and him and my cousin Deals, shout out Deals, was my producers.
Nice.
Yeah.
So like saying all this, right? It seems like it's been an easy ride, or like it's been a bed of roses. You know, like just easily doable. What were those challenges back in the time you faced, and as opposed to right now, right? Are those challenges still there with other new upcoming artists? What was it
challenges, you got to put it in context. There's challenges in every path, in every level of the journey.
Yeah.
Back then, the challenge at that time was staying out the BS.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
As a young kid,
Yeah.
you want to get into some stuff, especially growing up how I grew up.
That's right.
So staying out of trouble.
That.
You know, music did save my life.
Yep.
When friends was getting shot up, I
Yep.
would be in the studio. Otherwise, I would be with them if I wasn't doing music, you know. Lost a lot of friends growing up from just the streets.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I always will give thanks to God for the gift of music, because Lord knows I would have been in some crazy situations had I not been in a dream state with my music. Like, just, I want to make that next big hit. I'm just inspired, you know, just cooking in the studio. And just, that kept me out the way. You know,
they always say like, you know, show me your friends and I'm gonna tell you who you were, right? In that situation, because I know like your friends are gonna be a big influence in your life, right? What did you do at those times to like avoid those situations?
Man, I was very aware. I was one of them kids who was, a lot of people would say I was ahead of my time as far as thinking and being aware of situations, you know what I mean? I've been in some situations, it's Lord's blessing, I got out of them because I was that kid and somebody recognized my face, like, oh, that's the little homie.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yep. So, and yeah, I always try to avoid the BS, you know what I'm saying? Right. Now, as a kid, you're gonna get in BS. Of course. I ain't gonna say I was an angel all the time, but I did have those, I would say, angels that would always check me. You know what I mean? Like men in my life, women in my life, a lot of teachers on my up and coming. I had some real OGs that wouldn't let me slip, you know, and they were some real ones, some factors. So they wouldn't just let me slip, you know what I mean? They'd stand down on me like, nah, man, nah.
So what is it exactly, right, in the world in general, like, right, with celebrities, artists, especially upcoming artists as well in general, right? What is it with the music industry and crime or gang bangs and all of that shit?
That's a good question. You know, the music industry started from gang shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And me and my team, we got this little joke. America is the best gangster story. You know what I mean? Like, if you go through just history of this country, but particularly with music, it always was tied to the underworld in a way, because back in the days when blacks really couldn't perform loudly or in white establishments, it's the mob that really created those speakeasies that will hire black artists.
Yeah.
So it's really always been tied to the streets, to keep it real. But in this day and age, it seems like it's more, people will get successful to try to prove themselves to something that could either kill them or put them in jail, as we can see what's going on in the world right now with the rappers.
Yeah, that's right.
Message to all the artists, stay out the way. Stay out them white folks' way that'll take your life from you by putting you behind bars, or just stay out the way to be is, because somebody will take your life from you for, you know, something that ain't even worth it.
So I was actually kind of like listening to like one of the OGs in music and shit, and he said something like, I just want to get your point on this, right? If you're an artist and you're not actually affiliated with crime like that, you're not gonna like be out there. You're not gonna like, you know, like reach like celebrity status or kind of shit. Do you think that artists in general must be associated with crime in order to succeed or like be heard?
No, that's what they lied. They lied to a lot of people. They lied to all the youth that was hoping to win. You know, they said through TV, film, through music, they really made profits out of like some street cats or the street culture. That's right. And so what it did was, by propaganda in a way, program generations on this is what it takes to win. When it really don't. You just be yourself. Like in the 90s, I'm so glad I grew up as a kid and a teen in the 90s, because that's when music was at its best eclectically.
That's right.
So everybody had a voice.
That's fine. Yeah.
Post 2000s, it got corporate and cookie cutter to where we just going to have this gangster shit going. And everybody was like, okay, we got it. People that we know ain't been on none of that, get on that. Or they'll get rich and then go affiliate with the gangsters and then be part of Ricos later after you already got rich. Like,
that's right.
I never understood that, you know what I mean?
And
it's just really misguidance through the music. Bring OGs back, man. Bring some old cats that will really put their hands on these youngins and keep them out of the way.
So what's the importance, right, of artists in general, upcoming, those who have made it? You know, what's the importance of having a mentor and someone holding your hand, you know, giving you like great advice, like you're
looking at it like somebody that will live up to their potential.
That's
or
right.
Like when I was getting into the wrong kind of trouble, somebody will pull up on me. Like I done had people pull up to my crib, like, nigga, what's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? And I'm just thankful for that, because it really keeps you out the way, man. Like, and I do that now, like with my youngins or with youngins that believe in me. I just always make sure I speak some life in them. At least let me be, not, you gonna do what you do, but let me be that voice in the back of your head when you know, I'd rather have the universe use me for that than some, that won't do that.
So as an entertainer right now and as a producer, right, do you vet like artists in general before you produce them or bring them on?
Of course, yeah. You gotta be careful who you tie your brand to. You know what I mean? Because by association, you could be caught up in some BS. What I'm saying? So I do the homework. I got a dope team around me that'll go, that really know what's happening on the ground level. You know what I mean? So they'll let me know. I always go check on report cards and stuff. Because they'll give me the real. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to waste my time.
Of course.
So that's the most important part for me. So I got to make sure you line up with what frequency I'm on. To stay out the way. Let's go make life happen. Let's go get some wins. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Even if you rapping about the street stuff, there's a dope way to do that. As like, again, I'm gonna go back to the 90s, because that was the melting pot of ideas and ways to say even the same thing but doper. You know what I mean?
That's right. Yep.
So yeah, even if somebody on the street stuff, let's give you a sound to where you create a new way to do street, the street rap.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, because of course, there gotta be some vetting and some investigation kind of like.
Yeah, just gotta find out what you own. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because if you ain't on what I'm on, we ain't going online. You know what I'm saying? So and I don't want to waste time.
So about the FUKU, right? I've
Yeah.
actually seen this in stores and shops around.
Yes.
I've seen this like on music videos. I've seen this on commercials around town, around the city. I've seen this everywhere. What inspired this brand right here?
All right, so FUKU, it's a story with this. So my business partner, shout out Brian, aka DJ FUKU.
Yeah.
We met about 3 years ago. I was just eating some tacos one day with my homegirl, and he pulls up. He was promoting his vodka brand at the time. Shout out Scarlet Red Vodka. I don't drink, but if you do, Scarlet Red might be for you.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I met him that night. He's promoting his vodka. I told him I don't drink, And so he went on about his business, but then he just kept coming back to my table to talk to me and stuff and notice how I dressed. And once my friend, my homegirl Ja, had told him what I do, like with the music, with TV and all that stuff, he just took an interest to me. So, that spawned into a friendship. He wanted me to get down with the Scarlet Red side of his company, but that wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't drink, so I really couldn't tie that to my brand story like that.
Yeah.
But by saying no to that one business opportunity, it opened up a dope friendship. He's like one of my best friends, and he really taught me a lot about the beverage industry. You know, we all see the beverage industry as a consumer.
Yep.
But now being on this side, I learned so much in a little bit of time because not only through him and what he had to go through as an independent vodka brand from the Twin Cities, but then what we learned with this, the first energy drink from the Twin Cities, and the doors and the information and the rooms I'm sitting in now because of FUKU, it's dope. So that friendship just blossomed, and when he brought this idea to me, because he was like, I got something that's gonna be perfect for you and I need you to be my partner on it. I'm like, bring it to me when it's ready. And so he brought me the prototype to this can that we're looking at now. We didn't taste it yet though. You know, he was still getting the formula together. So off the prototype alone, I was already like, oh yeah, this is gonna work. You know what I mean? This line up with what I'm on in life, and it's a universal product. Yeah. It's something everybody can get to, and that's definitely anything with the widest reach that really lines up, I'm with that. Got the business out the way, became an equity partner and an owner. And it's just been a blessing ever since. We partnered with Breakthrough Beverage. Now, some companies, it might take maybe almost 2 years to get with Breakthrough. We met with the vice president, Jeff, at Breakthrough. Yep. We was partnered with Breakthrough about 6 weeks later. Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Literally, the longest part was the legal stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
So it's just bringing me and my team and resources and what I do in my life and world with the music and matching it with his business know-how. We really out the trunk it. All the electricity you see around it right now is literally out the trunk and building a community of people that believe in what we believe in. The product is dope. I advise everybody to go taste it. We're in about 350 stores now. The Breakthrough partnership has got us on our way to 2,500 stores, and that's just here in Minnesota. Now we already in talks with other regions by way of Breakthrough, and then we got other people that want to do independent distribution in other regions and markets too. So we'll be nationwide. I would say give it like another 12 months. It'll be time. Coast to coast. Yeah.
That's really interesting. Yeah. That's impressive, man. You've heard it all. I don't need to go into details, man.
We gotta have you do the FUKU challenge.
If you're not drinking the FUKU yet, anyway, before we get to the challenge, right? How do you guys come up with this name?
I'm glad you asked. So FUKU is actually Japanese for good luck, happiness, and fortune.
Yeah, nice.
So it's a very endearing term. And so my business partner was like, for one, it looks like what you think it says.
Yeah.
So on the marketing side alone, it was a jackpot.
Yeah, because the other day when we was at the studio, I heard people talking about, have you tried the FU yet?
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's amazing, man. It's amazing. What's the FUKU challenge? So
the FUKU challenge. So I want you to crack that open, take a sip, and tell the people exactly what you think about it.
Okay.
FUKU challenge. Let go.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's not every day I do energy drinks, but this is amazing. Woo. 0 sugar. 0 other sugars, right? And then it got 0 fat too. This is awesome. And it tastes great. This tastes great.
And so the formula, we went for a formula.
Guys, this is good, man. This is really good.
I'm gonna crack one with you.
Yep. This is good, brother.
Cheers.
Cheers. This is
99, baby.
Yo, this is really amazing. Yeah. It's not every day I get to drink energy drinks, but this one is actually amazing. Yes. Okay. What I was thinking about yesterday, right, before the show, I mean, the research has been done, right? Studies has been done, and some other energy drinks, I don't know which, I'm not gonna go into details, call the names. They say some of them are associated with like heart attacks and all of that stuff, right? What makes other energy drinks different from this one right here?
Well, they all have caffeine in them, so it's really drink anything responsibly.
That's right.
Including water. You drink too much water, it's bad for you.
You know, right.
So they all have caffeine. We have B vitamins. We actually have less of the chemicals that make a formula than Red Bull. Because people associate our taste of Red Bull, that's a little by design and a little by some meticulous planning on how we want to roll out and be different from Red Bull.
That's right.
Because as you can tell, this is more refreshing than a regular energy drink.
Yes, it is.
Less caffeination.
And it's not that harsh and strong.
Yeah. So we got less carbonation, less caffeine, than your 8-ounce Red Bull, and this is a 12-ounce can.
Okay.
So this is something you could drink when you're actually thirsty. I got a lot of people that don't, like you, drink energy drinks, but will drink this because the caffeine amount in it keeps them it might heighten their alertness and wake them up a little bit. It doesn't get you jittery.
This keeps you hydrated as well.
Yeah, because it doesn't have all the suds that a regular Monster or Red Bull would have, you know, the carbonation.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
All by design, though. So the energy drink space is a unique space in this time because, as you can tell, it's tight outside. We in a recession, basically.
Yeah.
However, there's about $13 billion new dollars coming into the energy drink market within the next 10 years. You know what I mean? Okay. So that's why you see this energy drink gold rush at this time.
That's right.
However, many will come, and we've seen some fail. What we do here at FUKU, we study the giants, and then we've already identified what make us unique, and we just play those unique cards, rinse and repeat, consistency, back to back. When nobody's not looking, we working. Me and my team, we up at 5 a.m. doing the corporate side. We got the sales force. That shout out to all our sales reps. Yep. They get out there and they make it happen, and it's a collective effort. Shout out to the FUKU fam. So we don't have fans and customers. We got a FUKU family. You know what I mean? Because we really connect with our people. Something I take from the music industry when I was a young rapper, going to press up CDs at Kinko's and then stand outside the club and pass them out. It's hand-to-hand combat. You get cans to hands. So me and my team, we'll be all over the city. I got teams in other cities actually doing it. We go meet the people, put the can in their hand, get on their snaps. They want to put us on all their social, you know what I mean?
That's right.
And we're going to always play those cards, even when we are that big company in America, because that's what makes us unique.
And you guys are big already, and I really appreciate you like being on the show.
Thank you.
Actually coming on, because you know I did my research. You know, most people, you know, in such a short time, I'm really amazed at what you guys have achieved so far.
Thank you. We're only 6 months old as a company. Almost 6 months old.
You got this in every corner of the state, and looking to go global.
Yes.
Pretty soon. You know, that's a huge achievement in such a short time. And to see that, you know, this is really growing big is amazing, and to show that you guys are doing something good, and something great. Because if this wasn't good, people wouldn't be getting it.
Facts.
So this is amazing, man. I really applaud you guys.
Gratitude.
And, I applaud you. And of course, I'm definitely looking up to like you guys being a sponsor of this show sometime.
Say less.
You know, of course, definitely, because you know, we need this to go further. We need to like promote our own. You know, this is our own energy drink.
Yes, from the ground, right?
Owned by black people.
Yes,
and we need to push it as much as possible.
Yes,
you know, and very soon we're gonna outdo the competition. You know who our competitions are?
Who?
The other energy drinks.
Ain't no competition, man.
Exactly.
This is the energy drink.
We've outdone the competition.
Yeah.
This is
great,
man.
This is the only energy drink.
This is the energy drink. Because, of course, from what I see, it's really great.
Thank you so much.
It's already getting my energy up right now.
Yeah.
So, you guys, do you sell online too, or is it just precisely in stores?
We do online. You can find us at drinkfuku.com.
Okay.
You can go to amazon.com, find us. We're on Amazon, and we're on TikTok.
Oh, shit. Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
We're in the TikTok shop now, so you can buy us right through TikTok while you're scrolling.
Awesome. So where actually can they follow you guys too?
Also, everywhere in the universe at DRINKFUKU, drinkfuku.com.
That's Instagram,
Facebook,
TikTok,
all the socials, everywhere. Drink FUKU, baby.
Awesome. You guys heard it all, man. Go follow them.
Yes,
Get this drink. Have it by your side, whether you're at work, at the gym, wherever. Have it by your side. It's really great, man.
And for the diabetics, the sugar-free.
Of course.
Zero sugar.
Zero sugar.
Yeah.
Going forward, right? Through all the achievements you've done right now, through everything, right? What keeps you humble? Because, you know, it's important to ask this question. Because I know, right? Everyone knows out there you've attained some kind of like financial stability somehow. And in all that, you know, some people, when they reach a certain level stage in life, they feel like they're up there. You know, they feel like they've made it, and nothing else and no one else matters, right? For you to be so humble to like reach out to me and be so humble and have this nice conversation with everything you've achieved, what keeps you this grounded? What keeps you going?
Man, it's been a journey. So what I've learned on my journey is gratitude first, Actually, God first, then gratitude.
Yeah.
I just know my space at this level in the game. You know, I was really blessed with a real, let's say, movie of a life. The highs and the lows. I'm really appreciative of my winning moments and then my lesson moments.
Yeah.
And so I just know my space, and I'm always hungry to see what's next. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
right.
I'm in a wondrous state in this season of my life. Just not only with FUKU and the other the media side of everything we're building. It's just I'm in that wondrous, childlike, imaginative season. And to be humble, I wouldn't call it being humble. It's just knowing thyself, pretty much.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? I lead by like wanting to be the example, the vessel for God to use, to inspire, man. Yumi actually means your music must inspire.
Nice.
That's
a
the
good
whole meaning of my
Wow.
name. You know what I mean? So everything I do is to inspire, man. I get such a feeling money can't buy from inspiring.
That's right.
And really turning it up a notch, not only for myself but somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So I know like a lot of people don't get asked this, right? I just wanted to ask you, right? What genuinely, right? Keep the FUKU aside, keep the music aside, everything else you've achieved. When you get back home and you're sitting on the couch by yourself, probably going through your phone, meditating and laying on the bed trying to get some sleep, or like just watching TV, what keeps you happy in general?
My kids, my favorite headaches. Shout out Chorus and Verses, my babies, man. Like I really got like my best friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I got a 13 and 11-year-old, and they like, I call them my favorite headaches. That's our little nickname. You know what I mean? And then just be looking back, reflection on how far I've come. You know, with the hunger to achieve what's next. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's a gift or a curse, but I'm like satisfied only for a couple of seconds.
That's right.
And then I'm not satisfied.
Exactly.
And I gotta go do something. You know, that's what keeps me creative as a producer, creative as a company owner. That we like, what's the craziest ideas we can do to market ourselves? So that's a rush for me. You know, just ways to really get louder. What do we do to get louder? You know, so I'm just always, I reflect, and then I use that reflection as fuel it like excites me for what's next. You know, so that's pretty much, and it's crazy you said sitting on the couch, because to calm down and slow my mind down, it never really stops. So I got an overactive mind, which can work against me as far as sleep sometimes. But to calm myself, I game. And while I'm gaming, I'm just reflecting on life.
You're
man.
thinking. What's the next move?
Yeah, what's the next move? What need to be done next? You know, what plays do we need to line up next? And
And that's the go-getter mindset, right?
Yeah.
Damn. That's awesome, man. What lesson has money taught you so far? If any.
That money is a tool. My grandpa used to always say, when I first started getting real royalty checks and touching some real bread in my 20s with the music side, with the sync industry side of what I do, my grandpa used to see my excitement over I'm making some nice 10 grand, and I was like 22 making 10 grand every other month, you know, from royalty checks and stuff, you know what I'm saying? At 22 years old. And so my grandpa would see that, because I was living with him at the time, and he would say, money a tool. You too excited over money. You know what I mean? He real, conservative, pawpaw, man. God bless the dead. A black, independent, conservative, real alpha. You know what I mean? And he used to always say, your excitement for money mean you ain't gonna have it long, because you too excited about it. It's emotional.
That's right.
And so he used to say, money's a tool. The money ain't even yours. Just look at it as like you got a new hammer.
That's right.
It's a tool. And so it took me to blow a bag to understand that.
And it comes and goes, you know?
And I say, until you blow a bag, you gotta mess up some money to understand where to place it, as far as, okay, I need to use it like this. Like Papa said, a tool.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So now, like money is just a tool. You know, it's always gonna come, they printing it. As tight as it is outside right now, you see they just gave 20 billion to another country or Argentina. Or something.
Exactly.
They making it while you sleep.
Exactly.
So look at it like that. It's more than enough out here for everybody. You ain't got to be jealous of nobody. You ain't got to try to get money off of somebody else's plate.
Yep.
You don't have to have greed. They print so much. Then they print so much they got to burn some.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So they got a lot of people here in our country that's just like hypnotized by it instead of understanding for what it is. It's just another tool, and they ain't gonna never stop making it. Go
That's
get you
right.
some.
Yep.
Some of it got your name on it.
Exactly.
Some of it's coming to you regardless.
And you just gotta realize that.
You just gotta realize and go get what's yours, you know, and then collaborate with other people. Like I love the fact that I've been blessed to be in the room with people that know way more than me, that are way more successful with me, and then I'm granted invite into those rooms because of the asset I've become to them and whatever they got going on.
That's right.
And I don't take those moments for granted or those relationships, you know.
Man, that was gonna be my next question, but you answered that. Because, you know, right now, right, so far in your journey, what has been the importance of collaboration and having the right people around you? Because, you know, you made mention that if had you in rooms you didn't dream of getting into, it's gotten you to where you are right now. What about people who are out there, you know, looking to compete instead of actually collaborating and growing together?
Well, even so, this is a secret that until you get some friends in high places, you don't really understand just on face value. The people at the top look like competitors to us, but they all work together.
They're collaborating.
Apple and Macintosh look like competitors, but they work together.
Exactly.
Bill Gates actually saved Apple when it was going bankrupt.
Samsung is working with Apple.
Yeah, Samsung work with Apple, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People at the top that make all this stuff shake work together. The people at the bottom work against each other.
Exactly.
If we could get more collaborative efforts on the ground, it just makes more win. And you don't need everybody. You just need the right minds with their own visions, but that can see your vision from your own work ethic on your vision. You know, I'm a testament to that. Like in my younger years, I've always was able to, by the love and passion I instilled in the grind I put in myself.
Yep.
I always had people that was willing to invest in me. You know what I mean? Spend real bags on my dreams and ideas because they see how hard I'm fighting for it without any money. You know what I mean? And that's a message to the up and coming artists, the creatives, the people, whatever you're dreaming about doing, go at it so effortlessly and work till you pass tired and watch what the universe does for you. I'm living proof of that. And people that know my life know, like, yeah, I've always just been that. Even as a kid, I was that doer. I'm a do. Yep. And then the universe always gave me, if I needed money, it always was there.
That's great
like
advice,
that,
man.
You know?
Great advice for our audience right there. Looking back, right, you know, because, I mean, you've definitely lived, you quite young, but you've lived quite a bit that you can actually give young people like us some advice, you know, as far as achieving goals, you know, living better lives is concerned. Because, you know, you've been out there in the streets. Do you have any regrets looking back? Are there anything, like, are there things that if you could go back in time, you could change?
Well, life's too short to regret. Regret is a false, that's like a false word.
Exactly.
Whatever happened. It was supposed to happen. So I don't regret. However, I advise not only myself, but everybody, time. You use the time wisely.
Exactly.
Because it's short. It's shorter than you imagine.
We ain't got a long time.
Who was that said if you're lucky you get, that was a movie with Eddie Murphy. You get 75 summers.
Yeah, that's right.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I mean, most people right now don't even get to live to 60.
Yeah. For real, that's a 75, it's not even 100 summers. You know what I mean? You get 75 summers if you're lucky.
That's right.
Just use the time, you know, enjoy the time. Enjoy your time here. There's so much fun in this physical world we can have.
That's right.
You know, but balance it out, you know. Balance it out. And just, I always say, like, my whole thing is, man, live, make moments happen, be a blessing.
That's right.
And receive your blessings, man.
That's right.
Don't stand in the way of your own blessings. I've seen that even in my young hard head days, you know. you can mess your own blessing up.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Of course,
So
a lot of people self-sabotage.
yes, yeah. Don't ruin the blessings that got your name on it. And then you got to make sure you pay the universe back by being a blessing. Let the universe use you to bless somebody else.
In all this, right? You pretty much busy. Being an entertainer, producing stuff, running, a 6-figure business, soon 7 figures.
Yeah.
Probably
Big Billy's.
Probably
Yeah.
getting to $1 million soon.
Yeah.
Do you make time for family? How important is family?
Oh, family's important. However, I am guilty of sacrificing the time with family. However, it did balance out. When my kids were younger, I was really, really pushing it from the career side and really evolving and learning, going through my chapters of even the dark times to learn me to be the dad that they have now.
That's right.
That is, they hit the jackpot.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I hit the jackpot with them too, though. But yeah, family is key to keeping you understanding the mission. That's what it is for me at this time in my life. So even though I still sacrifice some time with the family, I make sure I just balance it out. Like, I'll just go hang with the boys and we'll just go ball out and do some,
Yeah.
Yeah. But my kids is very independent. They're like really versions of my younger self, looking at my younger self on how they rather just take over my crib and have me go do what I do to, bring home the bacon. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They be cool. But yeah, I have accepted the sacrifice of time with family to go make things happen, to be able to take care of the family. You know what I mean?
That's nice.
Yeah.
Quite impressive, right? One last question before we go, because a lot of people can go through school for like 50 years and still don't understand this. Being in the grind, right? Being a dad that can provide, put food on the table for your kids, makes the bread, makes everyone comfortable. What's the importance of having the right partner or the right woman at your side? Because you can work all this hard and then a bitch come out of nowhere and run you all the way to the ground.
Hey, that's facts.
And you made mention that you sacrificed a lot of time away a lot back then. Do you think if the wrong one was there right now, it would have messed you up by, complaining that, oh, you're never around, you're always away, but you're chasing the bread, you're trying to make things comfortable for them in the family?
I've had that. Like, it's no secret that I've always been a ladies' man and had my way with the ladies,
Exactly.
Ever since a teenager. I've had some women even tell me they jealous of my music,
Nice.
because that's what really is my first love. So I would sacrifice time in relationships. I've had some dope women on the journey that we still friends today. It's just I prioritize the dream over everything. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And that just is what it is. I do got a dope team of ladies that really hold me down. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
right.
they just understand. They get me. You know what I'm saying? And I say, if you're in a relationship, she gotta line up with the vision.
That's right.
Cause some women, when they got a determined man, and this is from my own journey, they want the determined man, but they don't want to sacrifice the time it takes for that man. They don't understand that man's determination is actually what's feeding his spirit.
Exactly.
But they rather take him from that, and then you get somebody sitting at the crib depressed. A man will be depressed
Exactly.
because he's not out hunting.
And at the end of the
and
day, they
making
get
it
bored
happen.
of you anyway.
And they get, come on now. Yeah, like my absence actually is what's keeping the fire going. But, shout out to the ladies. I love the ladies.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you're saying a man shouldn't have just one lady?
No, I ain't saying that. I'm saying find what works for you, in this season of life,
Exactly.
It's just, that's where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I actually get it, because at some point, when you make the bread, you make the money, always away, like you need some people who need to hold you down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, they need to remind you that you're still human. You can still make mistakes, but you need to be grounded. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the key.
Yeah,
that is definitely the key. And so my my network of like team and even my lady friends in life, like they all successful in their own right, and they really are really like grounded. You know what I'm saying? And that grounded mind state is perfect for me because I'm the dreamer.
That's right.
My brain is like that, so I need somebody that's opposite and calm, conservative.
All right.
With their habits and spending habits and
That's
all
right.
of that. You know
That's
what I mean? Yeah. Because the right woman actually will make your bag grow. Yeah, for real. I got a special lady. Shout out to you. You know you with makes the bag get bigger.
That's right.
Because they help you tame your spending impulses. You know.
That's
right. But the wrong lady, I'm pretty sure you have.
Of course.
Any man that has some bread and have the wrong woman who spends, who got spending habits just like you and impulsive just like you.
That's right.
And now the bag going too quick and ain't enough coming back. Like, you know.
One advice for our audience before we leave. Making the bread right now, being someone who's achieved a lot, who's doing great things and obviously looking to get to 1 million probably soon, right? What advice can you give everyone out there, especially at your level right now, to like choose a woman or a lady by their side? Because they could be by your side for what you got, not who you were, you know?
Lay all the cards out in the beginning.
Okay.
Like, that's what I would offer to anybody because that's what I do. And any lady that's ever got on a level with me, no, you lay all the cards out. Right. This is what I'm on. This is who I'm chopping it up with. This is who I'm knocking down. This is where I'm at. And let that woman decide what to do at that point.
Exactly.
And if she ride with you, she's riding with the real you. If she don't, it wasn't meant to happen anyway for the real you right now. Yes. Maybe when you're ready to do the full settle down thing, it'll line up. But men, lay the cards out on the table. Ladies, lay them back out on the table.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And watch. It's just, you get so many dope just moments from that because now they ain't got to guess you. Like, this what I'm on. And the worst that can happen, they say, no, I'm not rocking with that.
And you definitely going to have peace of mind anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Because you let them know from the beginning.
Yeah, now I don't got to hide nothing from you.
Exactly.
Now we good. You know what I'm saying? So just find out what works. It's all frequencies, you know?
Great advice, Yemi. Yeah. Great having you on the show. It was an amazing episode, man. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me, man.
You. Guys, you've seen it all. You've heard it all. Go check it out. Go get it. Try it for yourself. I kid you not. This is awesome.
Yeah. Follow us everywhere. Awesome. Follow me everywhere. I'm YMMIMUSIC. And then, drink FUKU everywhere.
Go follow him. Follow him every social media platform. Go get your drink, man. Thank you so much, Yemi.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
One more cheers.
Yep, awesome.
For the road.
Thank you, guys. Subscribe. Keep coming back. We got great, amazing more episodes for you guys. Stay tuned. See you guys on the next one.